I punctured the universe for a place to grow my heart. The blood of my endeavors soaks into a history of crying artists. I sit with that race, gazing at a catastrophe of visions unmet, exploding into odd, disorienting shapes which can't breathe anymore, can't give birth. I have penetrated the unseen universe with a chant. It has lips and eyes, this universe. Its stomach and lungs are vacuums. Yet I am unseen, seeking a deep ocean, a restless bit of oxygen. My mind strikes at lost bits of thought, floating, surfacing in the void, sticking to molecules, inherited by a now disembodied voice, shrill with a definition to eat. Endless silence, roped and tamed, darkness and wordless voids, and blocked throats indignant with sorrow. Lips shut on endless traps, and an inexplicable pallor takes hold as breath cannot enter the cave of her blue lungs. Silence is the dawn. Silence is the heart she owns and no one remembers. Silence is the dream she cannot tell, and the memory trapped in her fists. The stars chant at night. Their light sinks into her belly, and by their grace, the deepest places are restored, set right. This is not skin that moves. These are tectonic places in the deep. There a thoroughly transcendent spirit appears, wildly in love, and without citizenship in any man-made country. Her favorite apparition has materialized, forming strange patterns of light in the sky above her seat. Long histories melt, surrendering to the center of silence, and all that has come to pass fades as time swallows the relevance of past circumstance. Deliberate poltergeist echoes, leaving slowly long shadows and earth-colored jewels buried in decisions seeing. It is too luxurious for yesterday, too depleted for today. And then there is that long breath, that sigh humming, full now, awake now. And that echo moves, slowly leaving, fading, into a lesson, into a historic ordeal, episodic ruined minutes and years, lost forever into the summary of what was. Mourning remains in the echo's atomic space, mourning for what disintegrated, for what was born, for the hours never to return, for the grace achieved, and the courage which has taken the echo's place. A new breath clamors into her lungs as flight takes liberty with the air. The free summer has crossed the expensive path of spring, paying for freedom. Time slips from her open mouth, leaving a dawnless year, immortality its only gift. She sees tomorrow looming large, dripping from her hungry heart, seeping from her longing skin, drenching her eyes, requesting the eternal future to define her present. No longer will she sit with mythology eating at her mind, and the archetypes, the seers looking for the path that she should take. She is lost to those stars and to the hands of fortune-tellers. And now she has abandoned her past to a whisper. And the archetype? He is dying, and his rotting corpse she is removing one decaying organ at a time. And now there is a maze unwinding. Its pathways are like her veins, complex languages of blood and memories untangling as she surrenders what is not her. A banished wanting gets into her eyes and cries her soul back to life after the death of 1,000 tongues. And the soul of the universe drops a paradox of fertilizing sound onto her garden. A siren comes to life from the death of 1,000 births, and the longing of an ancient child slips from her jealous hands, and bleeding wounds cannot suppress what they are thinking. The soul did not breathe without her voice. Her deities have brought her back to life from a long hibernation of speech. And the chant is louder now. She is unfolding, dusty wings, slowly, carefully, one at a time. The future unfolds her out of my lungs. Out of the bleak forecasts of the fortune-tellers, she rises, contrary and golden. She is the archetype shattering the phoenix, destroying the mythology of hell, stretching into my arm, hand in my hand, outliving the past. In my lungs she breathes. And now the Supreme Soul speaks. I am birth, and the dawn in the eastern sky, the first love and the love that lasts forever. I am a flower opening, the chanting of monks and the devotion of the divine. Listening clearly now, I see. I have wings spreading towards my own eyes, and the sky is falling into my open mouth. It is the dawn to which I listen. Awake again.